Back on Baltimore Flavor Radio, Mr. Antoine, J. Nicole, and we're gonna turn it over because we need some juice. We ain't had no juice in a long time, and I love the hat, yo. I gotta get a T-shirt. I like that, nice and simple.
It's exclusive.
Dang.
You ain't VIP.
Dun, 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 dun. What you got for us this week?
All right, so a lot happened this week.
Lord.
The first shocking but non-shocking news that I saw this week was the South Carolina judge declared a mistrial in the shooting of Walter Scott. For those that may not remember, because so many black people get shot all the time. This was an incident in South Carolina where a black man was pulled over for a traffic stop for a tail light. That, if I'm not mistaken, I think nothing was wrong with the tail light, come to find out, if I'm not mistaken. Not 100%, don't quote me on that. I think I'm like 50-50 on that. But him and the officer had an exchange of words, and Scott tried to flee, like walk away or run away, jog away, and the officer shot him 8 times in the back. It's on video. They used it in court, of course. There was no defense case, like there was nothing you can say. The jury was deliberating for 3 days, and they said that none of them could come to a unanimous decision on like the different charges. His lesser charge could have been like 3 to 25 versus the other one could have been like 25 to life. So the judge just was like, we're going to declare a mistrial, which is very unfortunate because it's one of those situations that, you know, you kind of don't get your hopes up because it's like we keep seeing this. Right. But then it's kind of like when you feel like you have video proof, you would think that something would happen, even the bare minimum. Like I feel like at this point, if the person got 2 years, it's still a slap in the face, but it's like, yes, you finally go to jail. But it doesn't happen.
Did they at least fire him?
He did. He got fired after it happened. So he did. He wasn't like on no leave. He did get fired. But the family's lawyer was like, you know, they're gonna try him again in court or whatever. We'll see how that goes. They did settle for 6.5 last year, 6.5 mil. So not to throw no shade, but it's kind of like, it kind of reminds me of the whole Freddie Gray. Exactly. Like, y'all done took the money, and
when
it's
you get that
like
money
they
up
don't
front,
have
you
to,
pretty much know that, yeah. That's.
And I say this all the time, and I'm not saying this because y'all know I be funny. I joke a lot, but I'm dead serious. My family know. Don't let me get shot in these streets. Do not take the money. I don't care if we broke. We don't take the money until somebody go to jail. Yeah. Like, don't take my money. Like, don't do it. So that was that.
And like you said, it's almost a joking but dead serious kind of situation because, like, don't take the money. As you can see from history, it's like once you take
it's
that
kind of
money,
like y'all kind of just let us like y'all good, like it's straight, and it's like my life was like his life is worth 6.5 and that's it. Like, no, that's not cool. They don't take away what happened. You know what I'm saying? And then what I also think is very sad, not even just with his situation, other situations, that these videos are out there forever. So, like, even with the man who was killed in front of the liquor store, his son can go on Instagram and see this. These families can forever. Did this guy have kids? I'm not sure. They didn't talk about it. I don't think so, because I think we would have might have saw that. He might have. But it's just one of those situations that's very unfortunate. You kind of aren't, like, I didn't get, like, worked up about it. And I think a lot of social media didn't either. Yeah. Like, most people will be posting, like, oh, they got off. Like, it was kind of like, what can you do? It is what it is. It happened again. Yeah, it's messed up. All right, we'll be eating. Like, it's kind of like that, which is sad. Another killing that happened this week, NFL player
McKnight.
Yeah. Was shot and killed in a road rage incident, which I find very, like, he's not even no officer and he's getting white privilege treatment. Like, sorry if that offends somebody, but y'all know I don't have no filter. What happened was they're still investigating, but the gist of it from just looking at it, they had an incident, road rage. Apparently, it wasn't even McKnight that was driving reckless. It was the other person. They had a couple exchange of words. They got out. No, McKnight got out the car. I don't know if the guy hit him. That's kind of in limbo. Like, I don't know if somebody tried to swerve over, hit somebody, and he got out the car kind of situation. McKnight was like on his own driver's side of his car, and then the guy's car was right here. So it's like the passenger. He's between the passenger and his driver's side. The man shot him from his own vehicle. So he couldn't have been a threat to you. You were still in your vehicle, and you shot the man. Like, over what? He didn't have a weapon on him. He didn't threaten him. He didn't touch him. He didn't put his hands on him. Like, nothing. So, the pictures, pictures are online. They have his body right here and have this man sitting. The man waited for the police, sat there. They took him to jail, released him that night, went home. Now, he did end up getting arrested and charged with manslaughter. Now, I'm not no lawyer. Last time I checked, that's not manslaughter. But whatever. Crazy enough, this man had an incident in that same exact location in 2006.
Wow.
He, in that same exact location, he had an incident with another man, punched him in the face.
Another black man? Or?
That they have not said, if he was white or black. Had another incident, punched him in the face. They got into a fight, and he got charged with assault and battery, and like that was it. Kind of just got brushed off. And here we are in 2016. This time in the same location. This time you shot somebody. Like, again, it's gonna be a situation where unfortunately he just might get off, because if they just let him walk out of jail like it was nothing. When it happened, like, we obviously know he shot him. He said, I shot him. And he didn't never say, I felt threatened. Like, he just was like, yeah. Like, okay.
I was listening to the, what's the comedian? D.L. Hughley show on the way here. And they mentioned something about, because this was in Florida, correct? They mentioned something about the stand your law, or stand your ground law. And the fact that...
No, this was in Louisiana.
Louisiana.
Yeah.
But they apparently have some law that's similar, because they're trying to say that this may actually get that guy off. And I'm like,
man,
what was he standing his ground to? Because someone was yelling at him forcibly.
Yeah.
And like you said, this isn't even a police officer. And and you never want to be the person that judges a book by its cover. But if you look at this guy, he kind of looks like...
Yeah.
Redneckish kind of a, you know what I mean?
Stand your ground law, like that's crazy. Like, there's no way you can get me to. Let me not put my words in my mouth. Say you can't get me to move to Florida. Never know. I might, but it's just crazy. Like, this is sad. So yeah, we gotta see how that play out. Rest in peace to him. Prayers up to his family, because that's devastating. That's crazy. And then ironically, like today, that we were talking about that, because I think today or yesterday was when he actually got charged. And then the other football player, I think it was earlier this year, that was shot and killed.
The guy from the Saints.
Yeah, his trial, the trial for the guy for him started today, and they trying to really slander him. And I saw like the documents from the court and like his wife's testimony and stuff. It's kind of like, I don't know.
They're trying to slander the football.
Yeah, basically trying to say because he was drunk and they got in each other's face, and the wife was like, I think that, I mean, she's telling what happened. Hell, she got shot too. And she's basically like, I tried to pull my husband out his face. And like, I mean, still don't want somebody to get shot. But again, it's not making it, an easy thing to be like, oh, he jumped in his face. My husband was drunk. First of all, he was drunk driving. There was an accident. And he said he, like, you know what I mean? The guy was like, he jumped in my face and threatened me. So it's like kind of like these testimonies are kind of contradicting one another. So it's kind of like they're making it seem like, of course, the guy's lawyer's going to make it seem like, I mean, you kind of brought it on, which that should never be the case. Like, these road rage incidents is like, let me say this, because I am that person. I will get out my car and fight you. Y'all know that firsthand in this room. But 2017, I'm going to chill. I am going to chill, because it is not that deep. Like, people will shoot you just for a fender bender. Like, you cut them off. Like, I do. It's not that serious.
Hey, Diamond, can you record that for future playback? Can you record that last 15 seconds
serious.
For future?
Like, 2017, I'm about to just, like, I got to work. My app, I don't know. People crazy. And Trump about to be president. So, I'm going to just be like, you got it.
So, basically, from 2017 to
For the next 4 years?
For the next 4 years, you're going to be.
I'm going to chill. Now, when Biden run, pop off. What you say?